reckon, can go back and line them up.
Well, again, just a really poor kicking from full back. That is nowhere near where it was intended to go. And it's opened up a bit of space, and Zaharakis was on his own inside 50.
You wonder who Jordan Russell was after there. Zaharakis from 35 puts Essendon back in front.
So another basic skill error. Not at all sure what was on Russell's mind there at all. He appeared to have a target in mind, but didn't get within 10 metres of a Carlton player. Turnover, goal. Always when you play the Bombers, so much focus goes into the young captain, Jobe Watson, because he's an incredible player at the clearances. Normally gets the #1 tag on him. He's had 14 disposals so far. And you think Carlton are going to have to start putting a fair bit more work into Jobe Watson if they want to win this game.
Stanton with a clean takeaway this time. Dangerous kick. Ryder just mistimed his leap. But Remus is able to win it back. The tackle was a fraction high, but just under shoulder height, so fair enough. It's a ball up. 4 points the margin. Bombers were so impressive against Geelong for the first 3 quarters in round 1. Hill down to Welsh, off to Stanton, had to work his way back onto the right boot, and it's cost him another behind. 5-4-34 to 4-5-29. Without Angus Monfries tonight, who's a dangerous man around goal, and one who's played well against Carlton in the past.
Stanton pitted against Brock McLean at the moment, and he's leading him a merry dance. McLean played 13 minutes in the first quarter. Free kick to Waite for holding the ball. No, it's gone the other way.
We can't have a second look at this, Timo. It was going with your feel initially that it was holding the footy.
Just when you think you've got an easy holding the ball to analyse, it surprises you. Ryder just getting the boot onto it. Lonigan. Dempsey was there, Zaharakis too. Brought down by Russell. So a ball up. Let's have a look. Jared Waite penalised for holding Tate Pears.
Umpires deemed that the ball slipped out, I think. And then Waite hangs on to him. But yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
For some of the ones that are paid, it becomes pretty confusing. Here's Lucas. Besieged. Windelick for Essendon. The hand pass just didn't make the right contact. It was slow through the air. Murphy to Cruiser. To nobody but Pears. And the Bombers are dangerous again. Here's young Melksham once more, heading towards double-figure stats already. Lovett Murray. Gumbleton crashing through, but giving it to Russell. Lot of errors. Thornton, Cruiser, Walker, Murphy. Places the kick. Needs weight. Doesn't have anything at ground level. And the Bombers will prevail. Pears, that's a good spot for it, into the corridor. Essendon 3-1 in the air. Dempsey, Hill, Bombers press. Lovett Murray just couldn't get the swing on it, but there's one man camped under it. Armfield arrives against Hocking though and makes a clean spoil.
Yeah, well played, Armfield. That's not an easy thing to do, because if you make front-on contact, it's an automatic free kick. What he did well was he didn't take his eye off the ball, followed it all the way and got a clean piece of it.
Gee, Bombers have dominated the first 5 minutes here, haven't really reaped the rewards. They do lead by 6. Here's Lucas, used up all his space and then guided the ball straight to the opposition. And the mark taken by Slattery for the Bombers. Called to play on, but under no real obligation to do so yet, because no one coming at him. Eventually spots Hooker in the middle of the ground. Blues came late. There was 4 of them at ground level, but they were beaten to it by Williams initially. Murphy might have just got a little overzealous, giving away the free. It's getting numbers to the footy at the moment, the Bombers. Winning around the contest at the start of this quarter.
Ryder is forward at the moment. He's got a mismatch with Armfield if they can get it to him.
Hocking has that responsibility. Pushes it wide, well placed. And Gumbleton takes the mark, much to the frustration of Walker.
Can't help but compare this game. Last night it was St Kilda versus Collingwood. There was never that amount of space. That's a great shot. Look at that. It's a slow play. So there's plenty of opportunity to midfielders to get back and help out their defence. No one's doing that at the moment. They're leaving it all to their defenders, one out, which is a great night for forwards. You want space, you want one-on-one opportunities, and Gumberton's taking advantage of it.
Surely the coaches wouldn't want that, though, would they, Das?
Both seem happy with it at the moment.
Gumberton. And it'd be interesting to have a look at his ball drop, Das. That he tends to, I think, drop it with both hands a little bit.
Yeah, it's technically a little awkward when you see it. Not a really smooth run-up, and you can see the gap between when he drops it. The ball's rotated, and he didn't hit it cleanly at all.
Scotland provides the option for the kick-in and delivers to Yaron, who almost juggled that over the line. Just completed the mark inside. Kicked a lovely goal in the first quarter. Chris Yaron gives to Henderson here.
Thanks, Dustin.
Carlton's forward standing getting cold in this second quarter's early phase. Back to Yaron.
Play on!
Bombers have the midfield well zoned. Yaron a little dangerously. Carazzo. Winderlich just couldn't hold on. And Yaron's able to receive. And now take it quickly into the front half, but Carlton with nothing there. And the Bombers have it covered at ground level as well. Fletcher. Dabbing it to Hooley. Lovett Murray. Long way from home still. Lonigan. Welsh just trying to set this up right. Lonigan again. For Ryder. Good hands. Long arms. He's a rangy young man. Got terrific skills.
Just inside here.
But perhaps not enough kicking power to do it from out there.
I think he likes his chances, Paddy Ryder. He's summed it up. When he makes good connection, he's capable from long range, and he's pretty focused on having a go at it.
Man on the mark virtually on the paint. So he's going to be kicking from 55, and he's got to clear the pack. Good conditions. Good kick. Just curling. He missed on the long side, so he had the distance well covered. Bombers by 8 points, and it's all Essendon early in this second quarter. But so far, just the one goal for their efforts.
They've been inside 50 8 times to 1 for the quarter. So really has been a dominant performance. Carazzo. Blues just can't find a way into their forward line at the moment. And again, they're stymied. Henderson to Lucas. Back to Houlihan. His hard work, but Carazzo into the clear. Kicks for weight, but again, it's got to bounce before it gets there first. And Pears, either there's pressure or perceived pressure. Now there's holding which way?
Against Mark Murphy.
Go to Dyson.
Ricky Dyson now. Time off.
Some indecision, but settles on Reamers. Just able to take the mark. So they're going to come in from the different angle. Lovett Murray, when he finally gets control of the ball, will look up. See a bit of space deep in the pocket. That's where he heads. Williams, hooker. Scotland, well scrapped for it. Williams sees the moment. Ryder trying to clear the path for Lonigan. Joseph. Oh, he did well. Got it through for a behind without giving away the free kick.
Found some nice camouflage, didn't he?
Still think the players don't really have a grasp. I mean, he's well within his rights. You see the umpire calling play on just to rush that through under pressure, and he made it a little bit harder than he needed to, really, Joseph.
Well, you're opening up this debate again, Das. Let's go down to Mark Howard to break it up. Howie.
Brock McLean started the quarter on the ground. Didn't last long, though. He went down to the room, spent about 6 minutes down the rooms, back on the bench now. Hard to get a beat exactly what's happening. Looks to be a back, not himself, Brock McLean.
Has he been injured in the course of play, do you think, Howie, or has he taken it onto the ground with him?
No, something coming into play, I reckon, Tim.
Robinson, that's a good ball. Finds Simpson. Well, his opportunity is now because the 50's open. He probes along the flank for Henderson. Got the body under that.
Got some genuine leg speed, Henderson. He's got Fletcher as an opponent.